Hey guys, welcome back to the Cornelius Collection. I'm Hayden Cornelius, and today I want to talk about some recent pickups that I got because I've been trying to grow my collection, but with movies that I really love and movies that I grew up on and movies that just have this really nostalgic presence in my life that I can still watch today and they make me happy. And I know that they may not be all the greatest movies, but like I said, they're movies I grew up on. They're movies that mean a lot to me. So I figured I'd come on here and share those with you. And, I feel like the best way to grow a collection is to collect movies that you love. I mean, what a better way to represent your movie tastes than to have a collection full of movies that mean a lot to you personally. I mean that's kind of what the movies on our shelf represent anyway. It's kind of like our personal taste. When people come over, you kind of want them to be able to get a feel for what types of movies you're into. And, that's a great way to also recommend movies to people. They might see something on the shelf and be like, hey, I heard about that. Is that any good? And you can be like, yes, Rush Hour is amazing, which is one of the first ones I picked up. But I bought this, really great looking Rush Hour trilogy set. And it's on Amazon for like $15. And, like I said, I'm trying to go back and buy movies and collect movies that mean a lot to me from, growing up with them. And the packaging on this is really cool. It comes with this, I guess you could call this a digipack. I don't really know, because it's not really a slip cover, It slips into the thing. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I rewatched all three of them recently, and I still love them. They still mean so much to me. And the second one's my favorite. You could argue that the first one's a better movie, but the second one is my favorite. And the third one, even though it's kind of bad, it's still okay. That's, I think, one of the only ones from this trilogy that I actually saw in theaters. I mean, the first two came out when I was really young, or at least the first one. So I didn't get a chance to see those in theaters. But great movies. So I picked that up. The next on my list, now these have always been my favorite comedies. I love Leslie Nielsen. And, as soon as I say that name, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. And that is the Naked Gun trilogy. Picked this up on Amazon. I think it was also like $15. I can't remember. Man, these movies, Airplane, I actually have Airplane. I'm going to order that soon. I think you can still get the Steelbook. So I'm going to try to get the special 40th edition Steelbook of Airplane. But the Naked Gun trilogy, I love it, man. This is like my type of comedy. I grew up on these as well. And man, I just love all these movies. Next up, going back to Jackie Chan, but this time with Owen Wilson, and that is Shanghai Noon and Nights. It's the double feature Blu-ray, which was pretty cheap on Amazon. Shanghai Nights, specifically, is the movie that I really grew up on. I didn't even know there was a Shanghai Noon for a long time because I was so young and didn't know anything about movies and hadn't heard that there was a first one. Although I think they're both great. And I don't know, watching these movies just brings back so many happy memories. I mean, that goes for all the ones I've already shown. And that's the reason I had to go out there and buy this. I love these two movies. And I haven't watched these in forever, so now that I own it, I'm going to watch them soon. And I'm thinking about starting a series called the Cornelius Classics or something like that, where I go watch movies that are from my youth that I loved, but also watching classic movies that I've never seen before. Because as you guys know, there's a lot of movies out there that I should have seen by now, but I haven't. And so I'm going to start like a little bit of a review discussion series about those two topics. So look out for that in the future, as well as vinyl record videos. I promise I'm going to do vinyl record videos eventually. And man, talk about watching stuff as a youth, as a kid. King of Queens. Now, I already bought the DVD set of King of Queens a few months ago from Bull Moose, and I paid $40 for it. And then, so I didn't need to buy this, but what's it called? Hamilton Book had the Blu-ray set for $30. $10 cheaper than I paid for the damn DVD set, which looks like shit, but I love the show so much, I don't really care. But I mainly bought this not only because it's cheap, or was cheap, or is cheap on Hamilton Book, depending on when you're watching this, but the packaging is so much better. You know, they come in these two, like Blu-ray cases that has, the little sleeves, or not sleeves, whatever you call it, the little pages that you turn. The DVD set has all of them on these little paper slips where the discs are just slid into these damn things. And I mean, they all fall out anytime you're trying to find one, and you've pretty much got to take them all out at once just to find the season you're looking for. And it's so annoying. Like, that's honestly the main reason I bought this. So I'll probably sell the DVD set on eBay for like $20 or something, I'm sure somebody would buy it for that price. I mean, I'm only like, because I'm trying to rewatch it, I've only gotten to like season 2. So a lot of the DVDs haven't even been used in that set. But anyway, had to show that off. I'm a huge King of Queens fan. I remember watching that with my mom and dad, 5th, 6th grade, middle school, like just sitting home with the family, watching it, and every episode is a banger, man. I hate the term banger, but I had I had to say it. The show is so good. If you don't like Kevin James, still give it a shot. It's a great show. And another thing I picked up, now this is not from my youth, this actually came out last year, but I loved it so much that I had to pick it up, and that is The Last Dance. Now, I'll put some B-roll of what it looks like out of the package, because it's a really cool physical media package. Shout out to Corey from the S'mores and Doors podcast. He put it in his video of the top physical media releases of the year, last year, so it really made me want to get it even more. I mean, I already loved the documentary, but after seeing his sort of review on it, I had to go pick it up. I mean, Michael Jordan, who is from my youth, I guess. I grew up on Space Jam, which is another movie that I really need to buy for my collection that means a lot to me. But The Last Dance, great packaging, great pickup. So transitioning a little bit, I grew up on the Star Wars prequels, and some of you might think that that's very unfortunate, but I've still seen the originals, and I still love the original Star Wars trilogy. So I was tipped off by Cameron from the YouTube channel Obnoxious Anonymous that the despecialized versions of the original trilogy exist in Blu-ray form on eBay. Now, is this legal? I don't know, but if you don't know the despecialized versions, there's this guy, Harmy, I think. There's a whole documentary on YouTube about it, but basically he went back and took from all of the different media or physical media releases of Star Wars, the original trilogy, and tried to reconstruct basically a version that is as close to you as you can get to what it looked like when it was played in theaters. Because if you guys don't know, and I don't know the whole history of it, I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy when it comes to knowledge of the movies, but every release they like kept changing things and changing things, harkening back to even the VHS releases. They kept adding things and taking away things and putting CGI animals in the background where they weren't originally. And so basically this guy spent a lot of time and effort, I mean him and I'm sure many other people, to put these together to give us what was the original theatrical experience that everyone, when they first released, got to see in the theater. So those are really cool. And it was only like 45 bucks, 48, something like that. So, you know, a little over $10 a movie. And to have the original trilogy that looks as close as you can get to the original film prints, that's pretty cool. And then lastly, this is a movie that is just a movie that I liked and I thought it was really cool. So I want to revisit it, and that is Neon Demon. I picked this up from Hamilton Book as well for I think $5.95 or something. So yeah, it's with Ellie Fanning or Elle Fanning, however you say her name, and it's directed by, I should know this off the top of my head, Nicholas Winding Refn. Yes, Neon Demon. Go check it out. I think it's great. But that's it. I just kind of wanted to come on here and show you guys all of these nostalgia sort of pickups that I got. You know, this is a lot of stuff that I really love, so I thought it'd be cool to share with you. And yeah, I'm really excited to go back and watch a lot of these because, you know, some of these like the Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon, I haven't seen those in forever, so I'm really looking forward to checking those out. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying the live streams as well on my late night live series. You can go watch those right here or here. I can't remember which direction it'll pull up, but we've been having a lot of fun on the live streams, but I'm trying to put more actual videos out for you guys like this one, so look out for those in the future. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.